Preventing nuclear terrorism. Context. Recently there has been talk about nuclear weapons in North Korea and the Middle East. This problem has been slowly escalating as those countries have been developing the technology over the past decade. With threats from North Korea recently, nuclear terrorism has become a pressing matter worldwide. Mutually assured destruction is the idea that countries that are so well armed with nuclear weapons that it would assure destructions of both countries if nuclear conflict was initiated. This prevents both sides from having the incentive of using nuclear weapons.
How did this come about? The origins of this problem began in World War II when the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You can see the devastation they did back then. Imagine what that would be like now. Until the end of the Cold War, many countries mass-produced atomic bombs, leaving hundreds or maybe even thousands untouched today. According to the ACA, there have been 2,056 nuclear bombs tested worldwide since World War II. Why is this important to us? The Arms Control Association has reported that there are approximately 15,000 nuclear bombs in the world as of July 2017. Without a doubt, the use of these approximately 15,000 nuclear bombs could wipe out the Earth's population easily. If one country were to use a nuclear bomb against another, it would begin a chain reaction and the results would be catastrophic. Current solutions. The Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty is looking to limit and constrict the use of nuclear materials for destructive purposes. The treaty also enforces economic sanctions for any country using nuclear materials for weapons. The United States could further this outside of the treaty by imposing even more economic sanctions. The idea of mutually assured destruction also prevents nuclear terrorism.
Production of nuclear weapons. Raw resources such as uranium or plutonium must be refined to make nuclear weapons or bombs. As a result, each refinery for those materials must report directly to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. And what the chart beside this is essentially saying is that your fissionable materials have to end up being a bomb or go into energy. Possible solutions. There are many solutions to the nuclear terrorism crisis, but there are 2 main plausible ones. First is the idea of the nuclear car wash. The second plausible solution is the concept of the component use control. The nuclear car wash. The nuclear car wash is essentially a complex scanner that detects the neutrons associated with nuclear materials. This could be used on a shipping container or anything coming into the country. Any radioactive material would induce fission in any weapons-grade nuclear materials within the container. And so in the chart, the molecule that's right there is shooting off neutrons, and that's what will be searched for.
Component use control. That idea states that when a nuclear device is being developed, each component of said device would get its own unique identification number. When they're put together, each part verifies that the identification number matches the other components. When and if the numbers do not match, though, the device is considered unusable, and this will prevent theft of nuclear materials. And here's our list of sources.